What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Sam and Jordyn. I am Sam. This is Jordyn. Our first back-to-back week episode in I don't know, 3 months.
So long. Guys, it's our off season. We're chilling.
Yes, it's been, but yet life has been so crazy and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Suddenly, women's basketball is encapsulating our entire lives. So here we are.
Sam is literally the queen of women's, I almost said college basketball, of women's basketball now. At WNBA, college.
Don't know how it happened.
I
2
love
years
it.
ago, thank you. 2 years ago, if you told me that, I would have been like, who? I would literally never. But suddenly, over the past year, I've just become very much in the women's basketball space and got a chance to go to the WNBA Draft this year again, which was super fun. Everyone, first of all, the looks of all of these women at the draft were some of the best dressed athletes I've ever seen in my life.
No, female athletes getting dressed up for red carpet events. I also think it feels so special because not only are the outfits incredible even in and of itself, but we're just so used to seeing them with hair pulled back, little to no makeup, in there, in the thick of it. And then all of a sudden we get to see them be all femme. And it's just get you a girl that can go do both. And literally all of them can. It's phenomenal. I loved the WNBA red carpet.
Yes, the orange carpet. Everyone just looked so good. Kiki Iriafin, she was the one with the gold dress.
Yes.
She walked up to me to do an interview and I literally looked at her and I was like, I was like, I'm sure everyone's telling you this. I was like, but you look absolutely stunning. She was like, no, thank you. And I was like, no, you don't eat. I was like, the pictures did not do it justice in person.
There's a valid argument at this point for WNBA orange carpet looks compared to the Met Gala. I've been more impressed with these basketball players and more entertained and more just wow than I've been with the Met Gala over the last few years.
No, I 100% agree with you. And whether they're doing the 2-piece suit, whether they're doing a dress, whether they're doing a short dress or a 2-piece dress, anything that they're doing looks phenomenal.
Yes. And I think that's what makes it so fun because there's not one, everyone gets to rep their own style. And we saw Hailey Van Leith in a short dress, incredible legs for days, ate it up. And then you had Paige with the outfit change post orange carpet, 2 pantsuit action. I saw some long dresses. I saw some skirt. It was just, they ate, they devoured. What's 4 plus 4? The WNBA orange carpet.
Literally. And I believe Hailey Van Leith's outfit, I believe it was all custom coach. I think it was legit made for her. And the second she walked out into the carpet, I was like, Jesus Christ. I feel I felt that about everybody.
Yes.
Anybody that walked out to me, I was like, you look really nice.
Yeah.
I'm in black flare jeans and a top. And then AZ Fudd came out at the end. And she looked stunning as well. And I, of course, I didn't tell her. I was like, you look amazing. And she goes, you look really nice too. And I went, you don't know how much that means to me coming from you. I was like, you are such a beautiful soul. I was near tears.
No, and then the other thing, I posted on my close friend's Instagram story, if you saw it the other day, seeing the little boys, 10, 12-year-old boys, get so excited and hyped up to be near these women. I was like, this is so cool.
Oh my God. That literally, when you posted that, I sat there and I just watched the entire thing. It was, I get so emotional. It's so
How many
beautiful.
times have we cried over this podcast of just women being successful?
It's happened at least 4 times now.
Yes.
It's just such a new feeling for us. It's unique. It's we didn't have this when we were younger. So seeing this with a fully formed brain, different level.
Yeah.
Absolutely different level.
It's It's just so iconic, and I'm enjoying every second of it.
Yeah. But no, it was legit so, so beautiful. Everyone looked amazing. I was in love with Paige's second. Well, all of her hair looked good. Her second hair with the clip up, like half up, half down. I was like, if I was getting married this year, that is how I would do my hair. Beachy waves, like.
And also, shout out for viral content, because Sam was there asking the important questions on Paige's due for the WNBA and her plans there.
Dude, I'm like shocked. And I literally got that up like so quick. I was just like, oh, she just got drafted. Let me put this up.
That was insane. Like a key part of it. Like that was insane.
Oh my God.
You got that posted so fast. I didn't even think it was you posting it. I assumed you like sent it to someone and they edited and uploaded it. So I was like, how is she everywhere?
At this point, I think that I just am like multiple people at once. I'm like, I blacked out the last 2 weeks.
Running around the WNBA draft.
Literally, I have like 8 hands coming out of my body, just like phone. Like, I don't remember the last 2 weeks. Everything's a blur. Yeah. It's just, if there weren't photos of anything, I would have woken up this morning and been like, where am I? What year are we in? What's going on? Like, it's been a whirlwind, but it's been a great whirlwind. And women's sports snaps all around. You guys killing it.
Yeah, because before you had the draft, we had our second reading retreat.
Literally, quick shout out here. And I'm sure Michael's listening from the other room. He loves to listen to our podcast while we're recording. So he's like our number one listener every time. So shout out to my husband, because he's been the most patient and amazing partner through this entire thing, because I've been MIA for basically the last 2 weeks. And every time I've come home, he's just been greeting me with open arms. Like, just so loving, so supportive. I ditched him for 6 days in Tampa, came back for 2 days, left for 4 days to go on a reading retreat with my friends. And he was like, have a great time. I came back, I felt rested. I went back, did the WNBA draft, came home Monday night. And like, he was just like, he's like, I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job. And I'm like, this is insane.
No, that is so important.
It's so important.
Michael's the king for that. And we love him. We knew he was going to be the best husband. Stepping up to the plate.
Just had to throw that out there. But reading retreat, we get there. Well, first of all, Jordyn, first one there, zoomed on over to the Poconos. And it's
because I took a PTO day.
You did. And it was honestly that day off that I took on Friday saved my life, I think.
Yes. I was like, I didn't realize how bad I needed this. Just like 2 days, extra days of just like peace.
Yes, literally just
girlhood.
Disassociating for days. And no, it was so much fun. I didn't finish our like mandatory reading book. So I sat down on Friday morning and I finished it. And then I don't know, how many books did you read? Because you were going through quite a few.
I finished our mandatory book on Thursday. In the rest, I was so ahead of everybody. Yes. And I thought I left late, and I was like, whoa. And like, I just didn't want to be there too long by myself. And I was like, I have like 50 pages left of our reading book. So I stopped at the Allentown rest stop, got some Roy Rogers, and sat there and I finished Empire Storms. So I finished that Thursday, then went to the house. Then Thursday night, I started this one book like a few weeks ago, and then Sunrise on the Reaping came out. That obviously took priority. And so I was probably like 80 pages into it, was reading that Thursday night, and then finished that Friday. And then I got 70% done my next read and 40 pages into the sequel of the one I finished.
Incredible.
Like, I can't tell you the last time I've read that much. And I watched Sam crack a 600-page book and read it in one sitting.
No, it wasn't one sitting. It was over the course of Friday and Saturday.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you finished Empire Storm. But you were barely into it Saturday. Like, you read 80%.
I read the majority of it on Saturday, yes.
Yes.
I've never done that before in my life. It was such an insane experience.
The book was like literally the equivalent of these. No, it was like, I would say these 3 put together.
That's a lot.
It was a brick, Sam.
It was big. It was big. It's on my my bookshelf now, but it was Fearless by Lauren Roberts, and it was the 3rd book in the Powerless series, which but the thing is that it had just come out last Tuesday. And then it came in Tuesday, and I was like, this is perfect because I'll have it for the reading retreat. Erin also is reading Powerless, and for loyal listeners of the show, you guys know my friend Erin is the Lightning McQueen of reading. She is speedy. So I made it a point to that she cracked that book open, and I wasn't even done with Empire of Shadows yet. And I was like, oh my God, I need to catch up with Erin. I was legit running after her on the page. Like, I was just like going and going. At one point, I passed her somehow.
Yes.
Don't know how that happened. And then suddenly she was like 20 pages ahead of me. And I was just like, okay, fair. This is where the like the equilibrium is.
No,
but we sat there and we read the whole thing.
Yes, I had such bad FOMO watching you guys read this just because it was so cool to see. They were literally, I'm sitting on the couch here, Erin's sitting on the couch here. Sam spent all of Saturday on the floor.
I was just laying on the floor. I was very grounded.
Yes. We were in this like little trio with everybody else on the rest of the couch, and Sam and Erin were going back and forth. So I hear them gasping and like looking at each other and figuring things out. And I was like, I wish I was already reading this series because I know be a part of this.
So eventually, like Erin and I were like trying to speak in code, but we didn't want to ruin anything for Jordyn because she was going to be reading eventually at some point Powerless, like this series. And so we resorted to like texting, but like literally just texting and then just showing the other person because we were right next to each other. And then like I would like write something like viciously on my phone and I'd show it to her and she'd go, and I was just like, okay. And then because she was a little bit ahead of me, so I was just like, what's going on? And I was like, do I got this right? Kind of thing. But this book, I understand why it was 600 pages. It just one thing after the other. It was just like twist after twist after twist. And I was like, what more can happen? And then more would just keep happening. And it was such a different pace than the first 2 books, I think.
Would you rate that one 5 stars?
I would rate, yeah, like Powerless series as a whole, I do like 3.941-ish area. Fearless as a book was 5 stars.
Okay.
But like Powerless and Fearless, I mean Powerless and Reckless, I would give it like a 3.5, a 3.9, like in there. Because it was just like, they're good. I like them, but they're not like compared to other 5-star reads. Like they're not fantastic. But the series as a whole, I really, really liked it.
Yay. And I know you've been crazy since getting back. Has Throne of Glass been cracked?
No. Okay, I did just take it out though. I like pulled it out and I put it on my nightstand. So like it's there and it's ready. So maybe tonight I will open it up and start reading it. But it's literally like I have my bookmark in page 1. Like it is ready to go. It's just a matter of doing it.
It's happening.
Yes, we will be having a book talk after every single Throne of Glass book that I finish. And then soon enough, I think I only have like 3 hours left in my audiobook. So once I'm done with that, then I'll start listening to the Hunger Games. So we'll have a Throne of Glass segment and a Hunger Games segment so that I can fill anything that's missing in Jordyn's heart.
I feel like the LeBron James meme where I'm like, I can't believe this is my life.
Oh, it's so real.
It's so real.
So real.
No, you are going on the journey of, I'm like jealous. Like, should I just fuck the rest of my TBR and reread Throne of Glass with you? Like,
no, you have to. You are on a good track. You have read so many different books, and like the book that you were reading that you said was really good about the house, right?
Yeah.
What was it called again?
It was called, the first one was called The Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. And when I tell you, this was one, you know how I've been trying to read like the Goodreads recommended?
Yeah.
So I'm like picking titles that I'm like, oh, I've never seen this before. Like, usually they're on Kindle Unlimited because I'm like, this way, if I don't like it, it doesn't, no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
But I started this one and I was liking it. Like, I was like, this is cute, this is funny, but I just couldn't get into it. And really, I think it was just the setting. And I also, like I said, Sunrise on the Reaping, like that was on my mind. And then so I sat down and I was like, I'm just gonna read a few pages of this before you guys got there. Because I had like 15, 20 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to read a few pages of this because I didn't know which like physical book I was going to crack yet. And then I started reading it. And all of a sudden I was like, I was like, this is getting very good. And then it like kept getting better and better and better. I was like, why am I loving this book? Like,
that's awesome. I love when that happens.
Yes. No, it was really, I rated it 4 out of 5 on Goodreads.
Okay.
It's not a 5-star read, but like very strong 4-star, like very warm feelings, very good characters, like has all the things that you want. And yeah, now I'm like 25% into the second book and I'm loving that one too. So this is just gonna be like a fun little series for me. I think there's 4 total.
Oh, are they all out?
Yes.
Oh, love that.
Yes, and they're short. They're like 280 to like 340 pages.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love a good, just like a little short book, just to like, and actually, I mean, that Throne of Glass isn't really that thick. I think it's like 300 something pages.
Yeah, they get
I know they get bigger.
Yeah,
but,
they get bigger and bigger. But yeah, no, the OG ones are fairly normal sized.
yeah, which is like nice. So at least I can feel a bit productive and I can get through like the first 3 in like a decent amount of time. And
Assassin's Blade, I think, is very short too. And
yeah,
then I feel like Queen of Shadows is the first, like,
it's like a little bit heftier.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. So hopefully
You're fine.
sometime this week, we'll get it started. Because
Yeah.
I'm excited. Because then Sam was my cousin's girlfriend came as well. Her name's also Sam. She started reading Throne of Glass while we were at the reading retreat, and she
Yes.
got like, I don't know, like 60% in or something like that. Like she was flying through it too, and she was saying how much she really liked it.
I literally checked it. She probably read 12 pages of this book, had no idea what was going on. And I was like, how are you liking it? And
she was like, yeah, she was like, it's good.
She's like, I know literally nothing right now.
Yeah, it's like you open the book, you read like the first page. How are you liking it?
Literally every time she closed the book, I was like, are you enjoying it? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying yourself? And she was every time. She was like, I'm sucked into this. Like, I'm in. And I was like, that means everything.
I love how Jordyn treats Throne of Glass as if she wrote it. Like it is like like Jordyn talks about Throne of Glass like it's her child. Like she created it. It's just so funny every day. Like it's like, like when you like give somebody like, like a short story to read or something and you're just like, do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Or like looking over your paper or something. Like that's the vibes.
That's so fair. I wish I was Sarah J. Maas that had the brain to write Throne of Glass because I would never shut up. I would be if I wrote Throne of Glass, I'd be like, no one could touch me. Like, I'm that girl.
I'm the best person on this planet.
I just feel powerful after having read it. And you will understand.
Got it.
You're going to love it.
I want you to know too, I've always seen like a meme or two from Throne of Glass and I always like swipe away. I have no idea what this entire series is about.
I was the same exact way. And that is going into it in that regard was phenomenal because I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, like I don't know the characters. I don't know who's who. I don't know any deaths if there are. Like I know zero about Throne of Glass. Like if you said who's the main character in Throne of Glass, I can't tell you. So it's like 0% knowledge up here.
Like hyperventilating.
All right. Well, we'll get it. I'll get a move on it. So like, at least we can talk about the first book. And I'm reading it in the romantic, right? The romantic order.
Yes.
So starting with Throne of Glass instead of Assassin's Blade.
That was the funny part. Yeah.
Is not thrilled about. She wants me to read it in chronological order, but
like, and it totally up to you. But
Oh, no, I'm reading it in this order because I
Yes.
know my attention span will thank me for it.
I don't know if this is the best way to recommend something to someone. It made everything hurt more, which I enjoy.
I wanna feel something.
Yeah, it's gonna, because like it's literally the equivalent of like the original uh trilogy of the Hunger Games coming out, and now we get the prequels later, and it like ties everything back. Like that's what Assassin's Blade in the middle does. And then it's like you understand, and then it's like you finish.
Got it.
Phenomenal.
I don't think I've ever seen any sort of series that you could read in a different order like this and, like, have it still make sense. I
Yeah,
not that I know of.
not I don't think I mean, eventually maybe there will be that question for the Hunger Games of like
Mhm.
when to read
Oh,
the
right, yeah.
prequels. I am, and I don't know if this is just because it's how I read it or how they came out. I think like for the rest of time it should be publication order. But like that may, because Throne of Glass, that was the thing. Like I don't know if Assassin's Blade came out first.
Oh, I have no idea.
Let
Hold
me
on, I
see.
have to scream at my cat.
When did Assassin's Blade get published? 2014. When did
2014?
Yeah, they've been out for forever.
Jesus! And
Like,
everyone's like, "Why are they just" is it just, like, social media is just, like, making them big now?
yes. Throne of Glass came out before Assassin's Blade.
Okay, so that is why it's called the Throne of Glass series.
Yes.
Got it, that makes sense. Because that I was wondering about that, I was like, "If Throne of Glass isn't the first book, why is it called Throne of Glass?"
Yes. And then also, you know how there's the tandem read?
Yes.
Those books did not come out together. They came out like 2 years apart. So like if you were reading it at the time, like you didn't even like the tandem read came to fruition after.
Right. That's crazy.
Right?
That's pretty wild.
Right? I'm so
I'm
excited for you to do the tandem read. Oh my god, Sam, I'm living through you.
Gosh. It's gonna I will say though, like, lower expectations in terms of speed, it's gonna take me a little while to get through, but
That's fair. It took me months to finish the series.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be, like I'd say by the time football season comes around, I'll probably just be, like, hopefully towards the end.
That's right. Wow, you're also like reading it. Wait, Sam, I think we're like matched. I think I started it literally a year ago.
For
And then
real?
I was reading, I finished Assassin's Blade and started Queen of Shadows on my family vacation in July.
Oh,
So I think like we're literally doing this a year apart. I think
that's pretty wild.
I may have started in May, but like right around, I'm trying to check.
Huh. What are the odds of that happening?
Yes, I started Throne of Glass May 11th of last year.
Wow, so it's like a month, but basically just a month earlier.
Yes. And then
Less than a month.
I finished Throne of Glass on December 4th. Or I finished Kingdom of Ash on December 4th.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it took you, like, like, half a year.
Yes. And I read 2 books in between
Right,
on
right, right.
vacation.
Which I probably will need 1 or
Oh, no.
2.
Sorry. I read 3 books in between Quicksilver.
Oh, yeah. That 2nd book's coming out. And then wait, did you read The Games the Gods Play?
No, but I want to so bad.
The 2nd book comes out, I think, in September. So,
Okay. Let me add that to my
I have a copy from so one of the other things about our reading retreat is Kat has too many books, and she brought, like, 20 books with her to just, like, give away. But as, honorary Cat library member over here, I get to go to her house often and look through her library, and she's like, "Do you want that? Take it. Do you want it? Take it." So I just have, like, a bunch of, like, limited edition books that she just doesn't want. One of those is The Games the Gods Play, and it has this, like I'm, like, looking at it, it's right over there. It has this gorgeous sprayed edges with, like it looks like, like, Grecian vases, like, on the outside, and it's, like, blue and yellow. Oh my god. Gorgeous. gorgeous. I would have never bought it for myself, but I'm like so happy to always have books that Kat gives me.
No, I love the sprayed edges. I also was cracking up at Kat telling the story of being like, I'll recommend a book to Sam, and she'll be like, well, do you have it? And Kat will be like, no, I don't have that one. And Sam's like, then why are you recommending it to me?
Because every time she offers a book to me, I'm like, well, then just let me, like, just give it to me. I'll read it. And that's why I ended up reading the Cruel Prince series, is because she had it. So I was like, if you give me the books, I will read the series. And I did. And now I have the 2 spinoffs of Cruel Prince now because of her. So now I get to read those at some point.
If I ever say I have nothing to read, please punch me square in the fucking face, because these are all books that I want to read like right now, on top of the 9 that are in the bag from my reading retreat, on top of the rest of the series that I'm reading, on top of Powerless, on top of Cruel Prince, on top of Crescent City, on top of Games the Gods Play.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. And there's so many others. The V.E. Schwab series, like.
No, there's so many books and just simply not enough time.
No.
I would like to like just not be employed and just read.
Imagine if we could take like I don't want another pandemic for obvious reasons, you know, but
yeah.
If I could have another 1 month confirmed lockdown, hands down, absolutely, I would devour it.
Yeah. I just wouldn't it be nice? We don't want another pandemic, but like I think everyone will agree with that though.
Yes.
Like that lockdown time was crazy.
Yes, I want a lockdown knowing there is a confirmed end date and life can go completely back to normal at the conclusion of a 30-day period.
Right. And like nobody's going to die.
And no one dies. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's healthy. Everyone's happy. I love if it could follow the same kind of timeline, like right early summer, spring, things are just starting to warm up. It feels so good to be outside. This should be mandatory government. April should not exist.
I was just going to say, like, between like mid-March to like mid-April, that should be just like our honorary remembrance time of COVID. And we just get 4 weeks off. Nobody does anything. Just stock up your food. Nobody works. Nobody does anything. Everything gets shut down.
Yeah.
You just stay in your home with your families and your friends, whatever. And you can go to other places because there actually is no pandemic. So there's no reason to social distance. But like everything's closed.
Yep.
Everyone just gets time off. It's just like designated time.
If I was running for president, this would be my campaign.
If you were running for president, I would cover my lawn in like campaign. Like, what are those things called? Yeah. What are those things called? Not posters, like
lawn ornaments.
Yeah, like the lawn things where you put it would just be like Jordyn, and just my entire lawn would just be covered in it, and it would just be like, why are you voting for Jordyn or RQK? Well, let me tell you, Jordyn wants to give us time off to remember COVID and read.
The future is sporty and everyone's a homebody.
Oh, the extroverts will hate that.
Well,
what are you gonna do?
I'll give them something. I'll figure it out.
You guys just get like a 24-hour rave.
Yes.
Yeah.
during the lockdown, I'll have like a Coachella. And I'll be like, if you're an extrovert, you go to the festival. And if you want to stay home, you stay home.
Oh my God. Such a good idea.
Should I run for office?
100% you should.
Thank you.
At this point, anything is possible.
Literally anything. Anything.
Also, I would just like to go on the record and say, I don't think I will ever in my 100 years of living go 100 years of living like I'm going to live to 100. I'll never go to Coachella.
No, absolutely not.
I can't. I literally seeing, like, everyone looks amazing. I love the dressing up portion, and I'm sure the music's amazing, but I've seen girls that are in their like boots, and they're like, they get rashes and their feet hurt and their blisters and this and that and sunburn and blah blah blah. And I'm like, Why? And
I
then
would
there's, like, the public showers and stuff. I'm like, "For what?"
I would put on a cute outfit and go to Coachella during the day and frolic around for a little bit of time, eat some food, take some pictures, and happily go home.
Yeah.
It's
And if there's, like, a
overall
designated space to watch the shows, yes.
Yes.
With a
I
seat?
yes.
Yes.
I don't have you ever been to the Susquehanna Bank Center or BB&T or Freedom Pavilion or whatever the fuck it's called now?
I don't know what that is.
It's like the concert venue in Camden, like right on the water, and it's
Okay.
like our lawn venue. So we have
Okay.
like the lawn seats and then, the
Got it.
vibes.
Yes.
I want like BB&T, but Coachella, like where I can just like sit on a blanket, have my space, and lay back and listen to some music.
Yes. That's a PNC Bank Arts Center too. I don't know if you've ever been there, but that's in Jersey, and that has, like, the lawn seats, and then you have the spaces to, like, sit, and it's Northern Jersey, though, so you're probably not.
No, but I saw Justin Bieber at like a random outdoor venue, like before he was like huge, but I feel like it was Pennsylvania. I don't think it was North Jersey.
Let me say something too really quick about Justin
Okay.
Bieber. I went don't know why, I was on the bus the other day, when I was going to the draft, I listened to, like, the Justin Bieber's Essentials, like, playlist, like, just, like, on Apple Music. There are so many fucking good songs that man has made.
Sis,
So many.
I had tickets to his last tour and then he had to cancel it because he got sick. And I was so sad. And like, obviously, it was a very valid reason. Like, I completely
Right.
get it. But I was like, I really want to see Justin Bieber sing and perform. Like, he's so talented. It's disgusting.
And, like, I was, like, really into Justin Bieber during My World and My World 2.0. After that, I think I thought I was too cool for it. Like, like I mean, he was, like, around my age, so, like, he was just, like, getting hotter and, like, being all cool and swaggy and everything, and I was just like, I don't know if I like that in a guy," being annoying.
Yeah.
And
We all
looking
did.
back on it yeah, right, and, like, looking back on it, I'm like, I still listened to that music even though I was like, "Ugh, Justin Bieber," like, ugh, but My World 2.0 is probably one of the best albums ever created, in
Great.
my opinion.
What a time to be alive.
Like, just you know what, used to be my ringtone? Um, "Stuck in the Moment." "I'm so stuck in the moment with you." That was my ringtone.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal choice.
Why? I have no idea, but I just loved My World 2.0.
Because it was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I share with you too, I have some, like, random hyperfixations in music right now.
Tell me.
One of them is Ally and AJ.
Excellent choice.
The other one is Michelle Branch. I
Pretty
literally you know Michelle Branch.
I do.
Um, "'Cause you're everywhere to me."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Michelle Branch. You probably
Okay.
know a lot of Michelle Branch songs, you just don't know Michelle Branch.
Yes.
But I think what's I don't think, I know what stemmed it after Michelle Trachtenberg died, and everyone was talking about Ice Princess, and then the Ally and AJ No One was, like, making its rounds around social media and stuff. I was like, this song is so good." And then I went back and I listened to that whole Ally and AJ album, and I was like, bops, every one of them. And then I was like, "Dang, I'm a big Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like, stan." Michelle Trachtenberg was also in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Michelle Branch was in, like, every episode of Buffy, like, the music, and so it made me think of that as well. So now I've just been, like, hyper fixated on it. The all of the music is so good.
Wait, it's so funny that you bring that up. I think this is just because Taylor Swift has been missing for so long, and I got
Yeah,
so greedy with how much music she was putting out that, like, I forget what it's like to, like, not have new Taylor Swift.
yeah.
And, um, I was like, "I'm in a music slump." Like, I can't even figure out what I'm in the mood for right now. I was, like, really struggling.
Mhm.
I am fully back in my, like, high school, middle school, emo, pop, punk, rock like, Fall Out Boy is probably going to be in my top 5 artists of this year. Like it's bad. So much Blink-182 or yeah, Blink-182, so much my teenage dirtbag playlist. Like I'm listening to Bowling for Soup. Like I'm having the time of my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no,
like, I mean, some of the best music ever.
It truly was. And they don't make it like that anymore.
They certainly don't. And it's funny you say that too, because I was planning on making like a specifically pop punk playlist for like my kickboxing classes and stuff, because
show it to me, Rachel.
Yeah, when I make it, I will like literally send it to you and be like, here it is, because I was like I just have like one big long playlist of just like random songs I like to work out to, and it's just like an array of like every single thought process I've ever had in my life. And I was like, I need to like organize this a bit. And I was like, I need to make like a straight up pop punk playlist that's just like all the songs that just like are so good. They're like hype, but like you could just like rage to them. Just great.
Yeah. No, at one point I caught myself in the gym straight up listening to Mirror Ball. And I was like, why?
What is this too real at the gym?
Cue down bad, apparently, after, because Jesus Christ.
No, yeah.
I mean, why am I doing this to myself?
I will say I do have a couple of Taylor Swift songs that are on like my workout playlist, most of them like from Reputation.
Yeah, like entirely valid.
Yeah, but every once in a while you just need those like, you know what's like a really like deep song, well not deep, but like just a song that I will never listen to unless I'm working out is Last Resort by Papa Roach.
Got my life in 2 pieces. This is my last resort.
Yes, literally.
No breathing. Oh, no,
literally, that's exactly. Because that's the kind of stuff that like you need when you're like at least what I need when I'm working out. Like I need like to be just like absolutely so angry at life, even though I'm like not angry at life at all. Like I just need to be like disgustingly mad.
I want a playlist of all the male rockers, but I want it to feel like female rage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like you could argue that Papa Roach might fall into like divorced dad.
100%.
Like, yeah, like that kind of like genre of music. But then you have like a completely other side of divorced dad music, which also goes hard, but like some of it can go a little slow.
Yes, I was gonna say my divorced dad playlist wouldn't be my workout playlist. Like my workout playlist would be like teenage dirtbag energy. Wow,
I love that.
Yeah.
Now I just sit down and just like make a bunch of playlists. Just like, here you go.
That's one thing I'm really bad at. Like I'm not good at that.
What, making playlists?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's all I do. Anytime I have any sort of event. I literally made a Taylor Swift love playlist at the reading retreat for us to listen to.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Sam literally threw me a bridal breakfast. I wake up and I'm like, wow, there was no one else in the room and it was 9-ish. And I didn't hear anyone outside. And I was like in the living area. And I was like, did they go on a walk? Like, am I alone? Like, I was like, where is everyone? And I stumble out there and I literally lift up my face and I just see Sam like this. And then I saw some flowers and I was like, should I not be looking? Like, I didn't know what was going on. And she was like, no, you can come out. And they threw me, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw everywhere, the most beautiful, like, bridal breakfast. And then we had 8 different kinds of pancakes and scrambled eggs and bacon and fruit. And it was so beautiful and so perfect. And I felt so special and so loved. And it was so amazing.
I literally just like couldn't help myself. I just love to just like decorate and like throw people that I care about like little parties.
I am very special to be one. I feel very special to be one of those people.
Yes. And I was telling Erin, so we literally just combined our wedding decorations for this. And I think I bought like 1 or 2 things that I was like, I just need a little something. The other stuff I like found at my mom's. house, like, I was just like, "Do you have ribbon?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she was just, like, giving me stuff. So I just, like, just gathered things that we already had and just put this, like, little thing together, and I was like, "For what? I don't know. I just wanted to do it, and I wanted to surprise you."
And
I
it
could
worked.
have told you, like, but I don't know, I
No,
wanted to surprise you.
I was so glad that you didn't. That felt so it was amazing. And also anyone listening to this podcast right now, please bully Sam. Cyber bully her and don't leave her DMs until she starts her own party planning, bachelorette planning business.
I know, it's like I have, like, my little like, I bought, like, a class in, like, January. That was, like, my New Year's resolution, and I bought the class, and I've never taken it.
Do it.
So,
Everyone, you heard her. Bully.
yeah,
Bully
bully
her.
me, yes, because I need more things to do. I don't have nearly enough to do, so
I-
please. The thing is, though, that I wanna do it, that's the thing, but it's just, like I think instead of the party planning, I went the fitness route, and I don't know if I ever actually said on the podcast, but I'm a kickboxing instructor. So,
yeah.
like, I teach kickboxing classes and, like, weight training and, like, functional training classes now at my local YMCA. So, that was, I think, like, the extra thing that I started doing, and it took precedent over the party planning thing because it was, like, suddenly in motion, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm doing this." So, there we
No,
go.
that's also very impressive and entirely fair.
And yeah, and, like, on top of it, I do work, and then we podcast, and, I have, like, other things to do, like eat, which is gets in the way all the time. Do you ever I don't know about you, but I literally, like, half the time I'm just like, "Ugh, gotta
Yes,
make food again? You
every
can't just
time.
stay full."
Why?
Yeah, literally. Ugh, anyways, shall we talk about Katy Perry going to space?
Yeah, we should. What the hell was that?
They, like, spent, like I think it was, like, $11 million to send Katy Perry and Gayle King and, like, a bunch of other ladies to space for 11 minutes, and I think honestly, I'm all for empowering women. I think that was a waste of time.
It was a huge waste of time and resources. And I saw Gayle King today being like, I just can't believe, like, she was so shocked that women weren't feeling empowered. And I was like,
Why?
what is that going to do for me in this state of the world? Like, congratulations. Also, I saw Connor Wood and Brooke talk about this on their
I
podcast.
love them.
And I think this is an excellent point. Connor brought up, he goes, I didn't even know you could get to space in 11 minutes. And I said, you know what?
So right.
How do you not even get there and back? Did
No.
they actually go off the ground is what I want to know. And then I saw Katy Perry come down and like kiss the ground when she landed. I was like, babe, it takes me longer to get to Target.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, I feel like it was I mean, like, like, we don't know what it's actually like to go to space, but I feel like that was a little bit dramatic. It just seemed like but also I was just like, "Oh, wow, they're going to space, super cool." And then I was, like, thinking about it, and I was like, "Yeah, but why?
yeah.
Like, what is the purpose of this?" And,
Uh,
like, I saw really quick, I saw a TikTok, like, there was a girl who was just like, "I don't think Katy Perry knows that women have been to space before." Like, I was like, if this was, like, the first time women were ever in space, yes, huge deal. Like, we learned about Sally Ride in, like, what, 5th grade?
mhm.
6th grade? Like, this is not new, like, women have been in space before.
Yes.
Like, hello?
She has a album, or her album may have already come out. She's going on a tour. She's about to announce a tour. And apparently
Ooh.
this is like marketing for the tour.
You're telling me that Katy Perry went to space to market for her tour?
Apparently one of the pictures that was posted, she like wrote her set list and it's like hidden. Yeah.
I fear we're gonna have another, like, J.Lo on our hands where she's gotta cancel everything
Yep.
because no one likes her anymore.
Yeah. No,
That is
it's
insane.
yeah. And also it's just like if she was being like candid about it, like Yeah, like,
Right.
I got to fly in a rocket and come down, but the fact that she's like, "I'm an astronaut, and this changed my perspective." I'm like, "What?" Like, if she was like, "Listen, it was really cool to be shot up in the air in a rocket," like, I would respect that. It's the energy of if, like, we did something here that's pissing me off.
I think the most angry that I am about all this is the fact that she didn't sing E.T. in space.
Thank you. I completely agree. I completely agree.
Like, what a missed opportunity.
Yep.
Like, forget the fact that is it Kanye that's on that song? Yeah, I think it's Kanye. Forget that the whatever features on that song. She was in fucking space, private concert for the aliens about like such a goddamn it. I would have had so much more respect for her if she did that.
Me too.
Did
That's
she
more
forget that she has that song? Hello?
I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing was a huge mystery.
I know, and then then I've been seeing like a bunch of other TikToks as well that were talking about things like people saying like this isn't it. Like people can't afford their groceries and you're
Yep.
sending people to space for no reason and that's the major misfortune of this all. So,
I
but
genuinely was under the impression, like, when I saw the headline a few weeks back or
mhm.
whatever it was, that was like Katy Perry's going to space. I was like, shit, I pictured her being gone for like 3 to 6 months. Like, I was like, that bitch is like,
She's going to space.
yeah, like she's going on a journey. Like she's
Yeah.
doing it. I wanted to see Katy Perry walk on the moon.
Yeah.
Like
That would have been worth it.
that would
Or
have been sick.
like Gayle King interviewing Katy Perry. I don't even know any of the other people that were up there. I know there was like 7 other people up there with them or
Yeah.
something like that. I only know Katy Perry and Gayle King. Also, did you see them like all coming off and like ringing the bell and like Gayle just looking absolutely so fucking done with the fact that she was just in space. I was sobbing. I was like, okay, she's the realest out of this bunch.
Yep.
It's hilarious. I don't know if that was before they got on or after they got off. I think it was after they got off.
I think, right? What did they ring the bell when they get back?
I guess that would make the most sense, but who knows? They sent women into space for 11 minutes, so who knows?
Yep. Apparently you can get to space in 11 minutes and back.
Yeah, I don't really know how space works, to be quite
No.
honest with you.
No.
I don't know how equations and speed of light and this and that and the other thing work, so
No. The only reason I took physics was because I failed chemistry and I needed a
Oh.
science to graduate.
I took chem and physics because I had to.
No, you only needed 3 years of a science to graduate, and I failed chem. And then they said, see, high school Jordyn versus college Jordyn, two entirely different people. If I got a 94 in college, I was hyperventilating, crying, thinking I was a failure. Like
Yeah.
I failed chem in high school, and he told me to my face. And I said, "Can you round me up?" He was like, "Babe, you're at a 53." Like,
Oh, fuck.
and I was like, "Shit." And so I
Yeah.
went to my counselor, and they were like, "Yeah, you need 1." And I was like, "I'm not doing that again. So let's try physics."
Yeah, physics was my worst subject ever.
I see, I actually liked physics more than chem. I didn't do well, but I did better. I think I got a B. And I made an egg float from the sky, and I thought that was very cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, we had to make like airplanes for eggs, and you passed if yours didn't crack.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do that. And then I got a 69 on the physics regent or like the
Oof.
New York State test. And
I'm saying oof as if I didn't literally
yeah.
fail.
And no, but like and technically passing. And my dad ripped me a new one. And I said, guess who's getting a regent's diploma though?
Yep.
Me. Because guess what? I passed. And he was just like, you didn't even break 70. And I was like,
You don't have to.
not majoring in science in college, babe.
Nope.
Not doing it. Guess what? I certified yapper now.
I
Look at us
took
now.
one math class in college. It was elementary statistics.
Same.
Did you actually?
I got like a B in that class.
The only reason I got an A, I took it my freshman year, so I was at a very, very small liberal arts school.
Yeah.
My teacher was from South Africa and had a very strong accent.
Oh,
So he wrote like a lot of his words on the board. He could tell I was trying so hard and it just like didn't always like click.
Yeah.
So I took my final. Our final was 10 questions. So if you got one wrong, you were fucked. And I turned it in. I was the last person in the room and I was like, so I turned it in. I was like, whatever, this is the best I can do. And he was like, hold on, read through it, flipped to one, handed it back to me. And he was like, I know you can figure this out. And so I redid it, got the answer, and then I got an A in statistics. So I will never, ever forget that, man.
Well, I think I had very different statistics, like, because, okay, my professor, first of all, his name was Mark Anthony. That's just a fun thing.
It is.
He was this enormous, buff, bald man. And he dressed like Jake from State Farm every day with like or like Tiger Woods with the red polo and the black pants, like the whole 9 yards. And he would come in like 20 minutes late to class with his gym bag and he'd be like, sorry, I was at the gym every time. And when I went to his office hours to be like, hey, I need help, he was like, well, what don't you get? And I'm like, everything. Can you just reteach it to me? And he's like, I don't, like, he literally was like, I don't understand what you don't understand. And I'm like, brother, just literally give me the answers so I can at least try and figure out how to get to the answer. And I had to figure it out on my own, but I got a B, and I think that that's pretty successful.
It is. It is.
And I needed it for my major too, so I had to at least pass.
Yeah, I think it was like part of like the prereq portion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We did it.
We did it. Look at us now.
Look at us now. I can't. You know what? I actually do use math every single day, which is ironic.
Oh, I do. I love math though. Statistics bad. Freaking AP Calc in high school, forget it. I was like trigonometry. Loved trigonometry.
I love trig.
It was like it made so much sense in my brain.
Yes.
Like I was
trig
like,
is with the shapes, right?
No, that's geometry.
Oh, is trig cosine?
Yes.
Yes. I like trig. I like geometry too.
I just the only thing in geometry I didn't like the proofs. It was like, prove this is a triangle. Like, bitch, look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. And it was like, prove it has 3 sides. How? It has 3 sides.
Yeah. I remember my dad like literally gave me PTSD for proofs because he was helping me with homework in like 5th grade. And he was like, just wait until you get to geometry. You're going to have to do proofs. This stuff makes no sense. You're going to hate them. So I spent the next like 5 years of my life like, when is the proof going to show up? And then they did. And I was like, here they are.
It starts spiraling in the middle of the classroom. Everyone's like, what's going on?
I'm sweating. Like,
I have to prove this is a rhombus. Help.
Also, did you watch The Masters at all?
No, not a single second of it. I know Rory won though.
Yes, and Sam, like, I was crying and I can't stop crying. I'm like so happy for this man.
Yeah. It literally, so okay, fun story really quick. I got like an email in my work email and I was like, this is really weird. And I was like, this seems like a scam, but like I wasn't 100% sure because it had to do with like the livelihood of people. So I was like, if I ignore this, like it was like people, you know how people like message reporters and like tell them things? Like that was what this was. So obviously I'm in the media and like my work email is on the website. So I was like, did someone email this to me? So I sent it to like my immediate team and I was just like, someone just tell me that this isn't real. And everyone was like, Sam, come on, this is such a fake email. So I promise I'm tying this back to the Masters. Everyone was making fun of me about this and they were just like, do you even pass like your like phishing tests that you have to do for work? And I was like, yes, I'm very good at it. I was just concerned. I didn't know if somebody was going to die. I don't know. And my coworker Madison sent me a tweet and it was like Rory like walking down like sobbing, like putting the green jacket on and it said like me when I pass my work's fishing like seminar or whatever, and she sends me, she was like, "This is you." And I was like "That is me."
That's incredible. I also that same shot of Rory, I saw someone do an edit of it to bet on it, and they made him Troy Bolton because he's just walking through the green like
Yeah.
and it's incredible.
Oh my God, that's the other thing that I'm hyper fixating on recently. I've been listening to a lot of like early Disney Channel stuff,
Incredible. Literally
including High
incredible.
School Musical. And
Yes.
honestly, I'm coming around to the fact that High School Musical 3 is probably the best High School Musical that there ever was. And I was a diehard High School Musical 2 person. I, High School Musical 3 is just something special.
I ever watched 3.
Have you not watched Jordyn? We're doing a live stream watch of High School Musical 3. Have you never seen High School Musical 3?
I don't think I've ever watched like, I cannot picture them graduating.
Oh my God. Legit, if people let me know, if me and Jordyn did a live stream watch of High School Musical 3, would you watch it? Because it is so good. Yeah. And God, Zac Efron it's like 17 again, best he's ever looked. High School Musical 3 is like 1A, 1B. Looks so good in that movie.
Okay. Yeah, everyone let us know if you would like to watch us stream me seeing High School Musical. I may have seen bits and pieces, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the whole thing from beginning to end.
Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. And the music is so good. And so good. And we didn't get to one of our topics of the day, but I think that's okay. We can talk about it next week.
I was literally going to say, guys, we're running out of time, and I am running out of daylight.
Actually, girl, next week's the draft.
I know, girl. Are you coming over?
Am I? I would love to. I definitely would. And we can watch High School Musical 3. Be perfect. But yeah, no, we should have talked about the NFL draft today just a little bit, but here we are.
Honestly, that is a great teaser and great lead up for next week because everybody knows how iconic our NFL draft content is. And next week is going to be crazy. Me and Sam will we're going to plan something because it's literally a week from
tomorrow. The day this comes out, it'll be a week from there.
I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
We have to come out of hibernation. Like it's football season.
It's football season. Oh my God. It's legit the best time of the year. The NFL draft is like one of my favorite things in the world.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not nearly as locked into it as I normally am, but I'm going to lock in the next 7 days, and we are going to have an amazing first round.
Yes, I feel like this is how I have been the last like 2 years, where it was like the week before I was like, I know nothing, and then I sit down, lock in, and I focus on the first round.
Yes, but then things that you think about in the first round do trickle down to the second and third round.
They do. So if you like this episode, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course, please subscribe so you can come back for all of our NFL draft content. Follow us on all of our socials. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at the _unsolicited_podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Sam and Jordyn. And then, of course, we're also available wherever you get your audio podcasts.
Nice. Jordan's in the dark now.
I'm literally in the dark. I'm so sorry. Audio listeners, you're lucky because you're literally just watching me run out of light and I look like I'm in a cave.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week for the NFL draft.
I'm literally just a floating head.
Goodbye.
Bye.